School has closed and a lot of children are at home now. I know some of the schools did their end of the year party or end of the third term party yesterday, Sunday, and on Saturday. And a lot of our children are at home now. But now I will be talking to parents that have their children or words in boarding houses. I was a boarder while I was in secondary school, so I'll be talking out of experience. And this information I'm going to be sharing, if you see it or if you come across it, I would like you to share it so that other people will learn from it. I would like you to talk about it, comment your experience as well if you have one. Now that students are coming home to their parents, if you're a parent, there are certain things you shouldn't neglect. There are things you should look at, and there are things you should do to ensure that your child is well mentally, emotionally, health wise, and academically. One of those things you should do is to schedule a medical checkup for that child. I was a boarder and I know what transpires in the boarding house. Some of us, while we were in school, we drank from bathing buckets. You know what bathing bucket is? You put your head down, you put your head into the water and you sip from a bucket that hundreds of students are, are bathing with. You know what I mean. You put some of them come, go to their homes as school is on vacation now. They will go to their village streams. They will bath in the stream, carry what's it called, scabies, and they will come back with it. And they will bath with this bucket. They will fill it with water, and then you go and you will sip your mouth into the water, and you will drink from it. So once your child comes back from the boarding house, the first thing you should do is schedule a medical checkup, dental checkup, eye checkup, blood checkup, genital checkup, genital checkup. A lot of molestation happen in the boarding house. You should schedule for this checkup and make sure your child undergoes this checkup to make sure your child is healthy. Because some of these traumas last for a lifetime. Some children that experience some of these things in the boarding house, they don't forget, they might not tell you as the parent until you start questioning and querying things. That is when you will come to the understanding and knowledge that this kind of a thing happened. So if you don't, you will not have the knowledge. And that child will grow with that emotion or that burden. That child will grow with that burden. And it is depressing. So as your child is coming home for this holiday, make sure you schedule checkup, eye checkup. Some children are in boarding house, they don't live with you, so you don't know what they're going through. They're in school, some of them are myopic, they don't see the board. They are in the class, they only listen to the teacher, what the teacher is saying. That's how they understand what is happening. Some of them, their neighbor or their friends will have to dictate to them what the teacher is writing on the board for them to write. So if you don't take them for this checkup and know exactly what is wrong with them, they might end up performing poorly in the academics, and you'll be blaming the school for the poor performances, not knowing that the child is actually suffering. And some of these children, some of them who are hyperopic, when they open their books to read, they find it difficult, stress and strain in their eyes, and they close their book and play. You think that they play a lot, you don't know what is wrong with them. But when you take them for checkup and you discover this is actually what is wrong with this child. And if it means the doctor writing a recommendation or report to the school authority so that you can take it to them and say, please, sir, please, ma, or headmaster, headmistress, proprietor, my child, the doctor said this and this and this and this and this. The child should not stay back of the class. He or she can only see from 3 meters to the board so that the child will always be in front to know what the teacher is talking about. So it is necessary you do this thing. Secondly, you need to spend quality time with your child. Spend quality time. 3 months, 2 months, this child has been away from you under the tutor of somebody you don't know their character. You don't know how their character is formed. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't know the kind of burdens and challenges they are bearing. And always they pour these things on your children. So this is a time you make them to unlearn some of the things they have learned from these people. You spend quality time with these children, trying to know their boarding house experiences, Trying to know their school fathership and school mothering experiences. These things happen. Some of these school fathers and school mothers, they overstep their boundaries. You will not know until you get close to your child. Some of these school mothers and school fathers are highly possessed. And they teach your children a lot of things that you don't know. Until you get closer to them, you will not know. This is a time for you to sit down and listen to the children. They will tell you things. Then you will know, am I withdrawing this child or is this child continuing? Am I going to write to the school to disassociate my child from this particular senior or this particular friend or not? Spend quality time with your child. This is not the time for extra classes. You bring another teacher and you keep the child at home. In fact, if you have any business you are doing and this child is permitted to come, carry the child along. Let the child become street credible. Let the child learn street wiseness. Let the child learn that your business. If you dey sell fufu, carry the child, make he learn how to sell fufu. They will see where you are paying their school fees from. This is not the child to lock them up. It's not the time to lock them up. Then they will study. They have been studying for 2 months. They will come back to the house and they will continue studying again. Life doesn't end in the books. Spend quality time with them. Know who your child is really. You may bear a child and you will not know who this child is really. You cannot confidently say, I know my child. This is a time to learn that child you think you have. Thirdly, focus on the nutrition of these children. But in house, no be moi moi. If you know the kind of food they feed those children with. Brown bitter beans. I remember that name from my secondary school. Brown bitter beans. This is not a time to take them to Dominions or whatever you call it, and all those catering centers and all those fast. It's not a time for that. It's a time for homemade nutritious food. Find the time, make fruit salad, make what do they call it? Fruit juice. Make a lot of vegetables. Let them feed on them. Let them feed on them. Get enough sleep. Let the children get enough sleep. Let the children get enough sleep. Let them know your source of income, like I said. Whatever business you are doing, carry them along. They should know. So that they will not be thinking, if I'm going back to school, the father will buy all set of provision, 3 set of provision, 5 set of provision. They will go to school and be competing with people whose fathers are made. And they will be keeping their hand like this, thinking that they are from some higher background, not knowing that they are from somewhere. Then tomorrow, when reality calls, they will fall cheaply. Let them know the source of income. And then this is not a time for extra classes, extra lesson, please. Those children, they've suffered enough in school. Let them play. Give them out to sporting activities. Give them out to musical experiences. I wish I knew this thing earlier. I wish I knew these things earlier. Please. Please. And let them have sleep. Sleep is necessary. While I was in the boarding house, you go for prep, from prep, you go for night devotion. By 10 o'clock, 10:30, you will sleep. 5 o'clock, you are awake. You start reading again. You read do academic work till 10 p.m. You know they help. Let them sleep. At least if your child can sleep from 9 p.m. till 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., it is very, very nice. They need all that sleep. Thank you. If you can share this, please share it. Let other people hear. It is worth hearing.